My intro says Big Show. Let me look at this again. It should say, let's see, here's the screenshot. This is what it should say. Let me pause that. It should say Cruisin Facebook groups, Jimmy's. Huh. No matter. Look, here's the thing I do. I've done it before. I get into Facebook, and they get all these coin groups. I mean, they're all over the place. Right? I go down and just scroll the darn thing. Let me make sure everything's set up right. I just scroll down and I'll pick it apart, offer praise where needed, answer questions because people are always asking questions. Boy, it takes forever to type. Yeah, this looks right. All right, the camera's mostly straight. And if I got some examples to compare it to, we'll do that. We can do a side by side. Okay, so there's the screen, and let's get to work. Oh, one more thing I got to do is pop out the chat. Let's see. Pop out the chat. That way I can see the chat, and hopefully, if I set this screen up just right, I can see what's going on and see the chat. Where'd the chat go? Oh, I'm not ready. Okay, there's the chat. That'll be over here on the side, so I can move this. I'll move it over that way, just a hair. That look okay? All right, here it is. This is Jimmy's Place. Jimmy's Coin Shop, the place for any collector. I got the link in the description down below. And I've been involved here for a couple of months. They got 8,245 members so far. I know a lot of new people. There's always new people. But people are posting coins and asking questions. Well, let's answer some questions right here. And while we're at it, let's do it well and offer a link as well so we can send them somewhere to go see. But they ask questions and they also sell coins and buy coins. They put up coins that look like, oh my goodness, that's a goner. Alrighty. But a lot of people there posting questions because they just don't know. And sometimes you have people who are selling coins that just don't know. Okay, so let's get that together. And we'll go back up to the top here. I'm going to get over to chat for just a bit and see what folks are saying. Okay, hold on. Let's set this up so we can see stuff. And there's going to be a chat over here. All right, this will be me watching the chat. If I can see that. So we don't need to see it here. There. I think we can see the content right. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, good. Okay, we'll get up to the start. That's ready. All right, it's gone. There it is. Okay, how's everybody here? Paul is here, Jeff Dunn, Reverend David, Lincoln Chaser, Penny Parrot. How are you, dear? Nightbot's here. I don't have anything set up for Nightbot. It's Coin Junkie. All right, Jimmy's Place. What do we got here? We got stuff. I posted a link, and that's live, so give that a thumbs up here. Okay, and if I click the screen, I lose the chat. There. Okay, please list the people you had good deals with. All right, feedback. Jonathan Baird, he puts up a nickel, and it looks like a peach. Can't find a lot about a die clash this prominent. Anyone seen one like this or know an approximate value? That's pretty solid die clash. Look, you got Jefferson's chin, right? You got his head and shoulders, that little part in his hair. That's pretty solid. His eye is going to be like right around here. That's a neat one. That's a strong clash. Let's look at the front and back on that. Pop up. There you go. We get a full-size image. How about the front? There, and you get the memorial. No, Monticello, not the memorial. You get that same sort of thing happens on the Lincoln Sense too. Pretty slick. Yeah, that's a decent clash. A place to go see is going to be no. Oh, MadDieClashes.com. Let me pull that link up. MadDieClashes.com. Right here. I'll put that link over in chat. There's the copy. I'm going to find the chat. There's the paste. And you compare stuff and see what they got. And this is Mike Diamond, Jason Cavalier. A lot of regular guys who know a lot about these. Okay, Mule, Type 1, 2, denominational. Let's find him. Top 20. Radical Mad Die Clashes. Let's see if we're in the list. The hell's a radical Mad Die Clash? We gotta look. Oh, that's where it shifted. Okay, not what I'm looking for. Top 20 glossary, floating die clashes, mule die, type 1, typical, there we go. This is a typical die clash. Link to typical die clashes. Have you got a list? Come on. Oh, you're killing me here. Okay, this site's under construction. There's just not much for stuff in here. How about atypical? Because you don't have anything listed under typical. Typical, 5 cent. There we go, Jefferson Nichols. And this guy had what? It was a, it's gone. Let me kill that. It's gone. Looks like a 1983p. 1983, number 2, and number 1. That's what you got. All right, this is worn down a whole lot more than the piece we're looking at. But it's pretty darn close. Let's take it back and look at the other one. Number 2. Okay, that's got a cud on there too. I don't happen to see a cud, and the clash is considerably lighter. Okay, let's look up on the top on the obverse of this fellow's coin. I don't see any evidence of a clash or a cut up here. It's a typical one. Okay, let's give him a link so at least he's not lost. There's copy. Then we can answer him. What's it good for? A buck or two. There you go. And that's how you answer somebody's question, right? Answer it, give them a real answer, and then a link so they can get more information. And let's find that. There's chat. Oh, Anna's here. Good to see you. All right, I see a bunch of people. Hi, Cannon, everyone. Hi, Anna. Hi, Paula. Hi, Coin Junkie. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Anna. Hi, Jeff. Hi, all. Oh, what do you got here? This guy's got some proofs for sale for $5. PayPal, Venmo, $5 shipped. That's not a bad price. You figure $3, $4 for shipping anyway. These look pretty decent. Is this 58D nice enough to be worth more than face value? Sure. You got some spots. Not worth a huge amount. You might get $1 for it. It's pretty good shape. Looks kind of oblong, but I'm going to guess that's the way she's holding the camera. This Melody Taurus headline. Yeah, it's mostly uncirculated. I would give this actually an AU grade because we got a lot of contact marks. Yeah, that's the way she's holding the camera. So this is what you call a slider. There we go. We've got very, very little wear just above the hair or the ear, right on the back of the ear, just a little tiny bit of wear on the cheek. Very light wear. Okay. Yeah, if you get 100 of these, you might get, you know, a couple, $3. No, you get more than that. You might get $5 if you had a bunch of these being sold together. But they made billions of these back in 1958. Oh, here's a BU roll for $15.50. Well, that's an AU, not quite a BU. It's close. Okay, here you go. Woodies. Woody. This is one of the modern Woodies. It's not a true Woody in the old sense of an alloy mix problem. There's still debate on what causes this, right? Some say it's dirty rollers. Some people say it's the annealing. Well, look, if it was dirty rollers, you'd expect this stuff to wipe off or wash off or scrub off. But look, it's already brown. It's been passed around a little bit. You're starting to see some white wear on the thing, and the marks are still here. How about annealing combined with roller marks, so they're baked on. That's the prevailing theory in my view, right? But it doesn't go all the way through the coin. You can grind this down and it disappears. You take a real woody, grind it, right? Take off a hundredth of an inch, and the woody goes through. It permeates the coin. Sometimes it goes all the way to the back because it's the alloy mix. Whereas this has nothing to do with the alloy. Note how perfectly straight and parallel these are. With a regular woody, it's grainy, it's mottled, it's cross-hatched, it's colorful, it's vibrant. And they disappeared mostly after 1963 or after 1962, because in 63 they started making their coins without the tin. They used that same recipe they used in 45, 46, and 47, where it's 95% copper, 5% zinc. And it seems to be the tin that really screws them up and makes those gorgeous woodies. So no, it's not a woody. They call it a woody. It's a modern woody, but it's not an alloy mix problem. And the explanation is still out there. We're still waiting on consensus on that. What you got here? 25 bucks of bankrolls, a cents, 925 slabbed in 2x2 holders. Well, that's not really slabbed. Okay, I got pictures over here. Where are we here? Home. Okay, slabbed is when a coin is certified by a third-party grader, a third-party certification service. And part of the reason they slab them is to offer a grade for the coin. They're going to guarantee its authenticity, right? And it's also going to be sealed in such a way that it's tamper resistant. These are sonically sealed. You can't open these up and take that coin out. So the grade and the coin are inside. And if you tamper with the darn thing, people are going to say, hey man, we can no longer trust that that grade goes with that coin. This is a slab. This is certified. There are companies that will slab a coin that don't really have the reputation or the backing that goes into the top few companies. PCGS, ICG, NGC, and Anax are the dominant companies. They also have websites where you can look up certification numbers. They've got barcodes and certification IDs unique to the coin. That'll be that bit under here. So you can actually look it up on their site. And a lot of times they have photos of the coin. So you can compare what you have in the slab with what they have certified. Because there are examples out there of counterfeit slabs. Try that one out. Okay, let's go back to the screen here. Okay, so he's using the term wrong, but that's all right. We get his idea. They're in holders is what it is. Only about 27% worth some revalue. Greg's new at this, I can tell. Not very much odds, but probably the best you can at coin hunting, it seems. I don't know. I can't really make out your question here. He found a bunch of stuff, and he's got some good boxes to put them in. Well, good job. What do you got here? A couple of quarters for sale. All right. My wife got this for me at the casino. Man, I hope she didn't spend too much. I see a D under the branches. There it is. That's a D. That's the mint mark. Ta-da! It was customary back in Europe to add the mint's mark to the coin. Well, we kept up that tradition over here. And that's a 1964 Denver. That's where it was made. And that's 90% silver. Okay, straight from Verona, Italy. I have no idea what these are, but they're gorgeous. Louis 15. Louis 15. Louis 15. I guess, well, geez, I could spend all day looking at these. Welcome home. Adam Benton puts up a quarter. Is this an error? He's asking. Okay, never assume it's an error. Always start with the assumption of damage, right? And you're going to be right almost every time, including this one. And I left that note down here. Really, there's 100 ways to screw them up during the minting process. But there's billions and billions of ways to screw up. Really, it's an unlimited number of ways to destroy or damage or or mark or deface a coin, and it's going to end up, frigged up. And people who just don't have an experience are going to say, hey, is this an error? What kind of error? A lot of times they skip that part and go straight to, what sort of error is this? Throw that away. I need to sell a few coins ASAP. My father died. I need the money. Oh man, desperation is not the way to sell coins. Maybe you don't know what it is. Your father passed away. Gosh, I hate to see somebody desperate, because maybe they're not going to get the money they need, or they have some coins, and however much they need, that's what the coins are worth. What do you got here? We got some, let's see, VF, XF, VDB. Here's another one, an old Indian we can't make out. I can't see this. That's a beater. These are pretty common date, low grade. The Walker's not bad. It looks pretty worn. I don't know what that other thing was. We can't see the coins. What are you selling us? He wants 85 bucks. I don't know what this thing is. Troy ounce of 24 karat gold. I'm not seeing the gold, man. I don't see $85 in value here, but I can't make out all the coins. Okay, seriously, if you got to raise the money fast, before you raise the money fast, start developing a little side business, right? Get your name out there, offer some things for sale at a right and fair price, and show the coins off so you can see them. This is the dime is, this is presented pretty well. You can see it's circulated. It's got a lot of toning to it. It's not screwed up, but a lot of these I can't tell what kind of coin it is. Yeah, that's pretty worn. That's probably a VF. That's good for melt and not much more. What do you got here? 50 very beautiful rainbow pennies. Phone doesn't show how beautiful they are. Okay, you want how much for this? 5 bucks? Oh, the shipping is 5 bucks. What you got here, Zach? You got a roll of pennies that were contaminated with water. You're about to get into corrosion here. These are not really toned. Well, they do have some toning, but this is damage. This is environmental damage. You got 50 of them? Well, open up the roll and show us what you got. We can't tell what this is. However much you're asking, it's $5 too much once you add the shipping. Let's keep going. Are you kidding me? All right. Okay, 20S penny, off center, double struck. Let's have a look at what you got here. He's got a few images here. Then we got the front and we got the back. That's a better shot of the back. That's a better shot of the front. Okay, what do you got? 20S off center, double struck. Sorry, it's not off center. And as far as I can tell, it's not double struck. Let's have a look what you got here. You see this flattened, depressed area all around the edge? Okay, this is the result of a jeweler's bezel. This coin was in like a lucky charm or a necklace bezel is what flattened this out. And you're going to see this on both sides of the coin. Here's your other side. Okay, that's a jeweler's bezel has squished that. 1920S is a better date, but you got some damage going through here. The condition isn't too bad. Well, that's helping you out, but the bezel is permanent damage to the coin. Sorry, there's not much value on this one when it's damaged. You might get $1 for it, but I see no indicator that it's been double struck. There's no flattened devices, no remnants of other devices from the previous strike. All I see is a jeweler's bezel. Okay, you're going to get that. A lot of people have, well, they think they know what's going on. They know just enough to say, hey, here's a great coin. So, Josh, I'm sorry, that one doesn't cut the mustard. Okay, what do you got here? Joyce says, is this worth grading? Let's have a look. Well, I got to tell you right off, she looks pretty good here. What you got? You got a 1964 D Washington quarter. It appears to be uncirculated, but you have some contact marks on the chin, here on the neck, a big one on his jowl. Considerable size. They're distracting. This is probably the designer's initials and maybe a mark on top of that. Here's a mark here. It's in great shape, but really, you're looking at MS63 perhaps. The back is in great shape. I don't see any troubles with the back. Maybe a mark here. Okay, MS63, maybe 64. Let's go take a look. You ready? Is it worth? You got to do the homework. And here is the homework. If I can get this, show up. Okay, let's look at PCGS because it's going to cost you. Figure 40 to 70 bucks if you go through somebody else. If you're going to send it in to be certified, it's going to cost you 70 bucks just to be a member of PCGS. Okay, here's a Washington quarter. Plus the shipping and insurance both ways because you have to cover their liability. If it gets lost, they want insurance involved in the mix. So it costs a whole lot more to ship. It'll cost you 10 to 12 bucks each direction. And if it's a valuable coin, of course, the insurance will go up. If it's a really valuable coin, they're going to want a percentage. Here's our slick looking 1964D. Okay, so you'd want to recover that cost, right? If it costs you a quarter for the coin, it costs you 50 bucks to get it certified. You want to see a value. I'm going to use their price guide. You'd want to see a value of, probably 100 bucks or more. So to make this a valuable item, you'd have to be MS67, right? And, well, really, what are valuable? At this point, it's the top 100 or so, maybe the top 200, right? By the time you get to the top 1,000, the price is down to 60 bucks. It's not... Dude, you're losing, you're paying more money to get it certified than the darn thing is worth. Okay, MS63, you're saying certified it's good for 10, 13, maybe 30 bucks. How about Numas? What are they saying over here? Let's see, quarters. Here's a quarter. It's not approved because it's a D. 1964 D and MS63. It's good for a couple of bucks, maybe $7 in its current shape. It's a $5 coin. It's somewhere around here, right? It's probably not a $10 coin. So no, that one's not worth certifying. It's a delight. It's a peach. You got a nice one, but I'm gonna give them a link real quick. Here's my channel. Where's that link I always show? Slab. No, is it worth slab heap? When is it a good idea to slab a coin? Here's a coin class for you. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to give it to her and say no. There you go. So we get that a link, and I'll give you guys a link here too in just a second here. Oh, look, I can see chat. Here's that link. Go watch Coin Class again. Removed from a bezel, encased. How's everyone? How are we today? New Misters here. Good name. Hey, click the link if you like this sort of thing, and you can subscribe. PCGS value are already slabbed. That's right. And they also tend to go a little higher on their value. Where are you here? Okay. What they have up at the top is usually a little higher than the realized prices for some reason. Well, they base the on the higher value coins. The slabbing fee is a percentage of the slab value. So let's say you have an MS67. Let's see if you can see that. I got the screen kind of, there you go. There's an MS68 over here to the right that sold for $27,000, and the price at the top over there says $30,000. Here you got some coins, what, 1,200, 1,000, 13, 18, a few years back. They got a price of $15.50. Okay, well, if you're going to slab your coin, it is a percentage of this value because they're going to guarantee that coin, and I'm sure they have a company that they pay insurance premiums to guarantee those coins. So this number is always a little bit higher than the price is realized. Okay, let's keep on going here. What you got here? Chase, Silver Stacks, Roger. Just found my first VAM. What you got there? It's a super CD collection of only 20 different VAMs. Not only is my first VAM, the coin was already slabbed by PCGS in MS65. It's a 1904. And nothing, I click it, see? This is the VAM, this is the die crack. I was just looking at a couple. It goes through of. I'm not seeing much here unless this is a crack. There's a gouge in the die, probably just being used as a marker. There you go. Also, you have a clash from the other side. This looks like a rusted die. Let's have a look. Not sure. There's some stuff going on. You can see these marks are very light. This one looks a little bigger. This could be a clash. Oh, let me kill that. VAM. What's a VAM? They say. A VAM is a die variety listed by Van Allen and Mollus. Okay, let me get home for just a bit. All right. I had a couple here just a few moments ago. What's this one? Yeah, there's one. What's that other one? Where'd that go? I know I just had it. Here we go. There's a couple of them. Okay. Where's the Cohen book? Right there. Okay. You get these guys, and they're nuts, right? All they do is study coins. These guys will spend hours and hours studying a coin, comparing it to other coins, and come up with a particular die variety. This is Cohen, right? Roger S. Cohen, right? That's his little sisters. It's American half cents. And he has taken it to an extreme and identified all the dies used on half cents up through 1859. And varieties in his book will be known as C1 or C2, where the C refers to Cohen, right? On these guys, it's Van Allen Mollus, which are the writers of their diagnostic manuals for these things. Where's the scope? There we go. And I got a couple here, but I haven't identified them according to the VAM listings. Let's take one out. Find a card. I'm gonna have to make another card. I don't know where they go, man. Look at this. This is my desk right now. It's just, I got stuff all over the place. Nope, that's not it. Never mind that. There's my desk. I'm trying to find a little card, you know, so I can put a coin on it. Look, I'm going to stop working tomorrow. Okay, what's that? There, we got one. Because I'm going to put the coin on the card so I don't scratch up the coin or scuff it up. There you go. So I can just move it around, handle it easier. And I got some sunlight coming in over here, so that might add some color. Let's see if we can get a look at this coin here. There, I got a piece dollar under here. And there's something weird about it. I don't know why. It says it has die cracks somewhere. But I didn't write down where. So I have to go back and take a look. And this could well be listed by Van Allen and Mollus. There's a die crack. Give me a toothpick. There's one. So you've got a die crack coming from somewhere back over here, going through his beak and off into the sunset. And a lot of the VAMs are cracks, chips, die breaks, and there we go, little fine die cracks. Just little subtle anomalies that make it possible to identify a particular die. A lot of times there'll be, oh, this is a great shot. Here you go. This starts over by the rim, goes across through the neck, up through past the neck, and ends up here. That's all it is. This is a die. This is a little trench right here. You'll find that on every piece dollar. That's part of the production of the hub. There you go. And you've got cracks here. Now, CFA, Coins for Amateurs, right now is doing 100 VAMs and 100 days. He's got a whole series of videos. I'm going to take you over to his channel real quick, if I can find his channel real quick. There it is. Okay. Let's, how do we do this? Click on here. Right. Click on videos. I'll be with you in a moment. Copy. And do a screenshot. Ready? Screenshot. There. There's his channel. Whoa. Okay, we'll have a look at it. And he's doing 100 VAMs in 100 days. So each day he's taking one VAM and doing a short video, 3, 4, 5 minutes, however long it takes. They're pretty much 3.5 minutes is what it's looking at. Like here's one with 777 on an 1877. Here's one that's a donkey tail, and he'll explain what the diagnostics are and what to look for each of these VAMs. And he's only doing 100, and literally there are thousands of the darn things. There are VAMs that have not yet been called VAMs. They're just dive varieties, but listed by other attributors. And I'm going to give you the link to his channel here. If I can find the chat, there it is. I'll put it right in there. And you can go visit him. This is CFA. It's one of those good channels that puts out good quality content regularly. Yeah, get to know him. He's got a few thousand subscribers. They're good folks. You got CFA, you got Mrs. CFA. They got shirts, right? Okay, what's this one? I got another one. Oh, this one's neat. Brace yourself. Okay, here's a scope. This is a 1921 Morgan dollar. There it is, 1921. And we got cracks on the reverse. And, you ready for this? A rusted die. Let's find the cracks. They should be the easiest thing to spot. You're going to find those a lot of times going mostly around the outside of the coin. This starts up here around S, goes through a lot of the letters, and gets pretty big in some places. Then it looks like another one over here. We got more. Yep, over here on the side. Not quite rim to rim, but it's pretty extensive. There we go. And then we got this kind of thing. This is where's my toothpick? Right in here. We got these little raised bumps. Huh? We got to realize these things are made out of steel, right? They're made out of iron. And back in 1921, the steel wasn't quite as good as today's steel. They'd also make the things all at once and keep on making the coins for months and months and months. Well, gee, see, you got a hot, steamy building in the middle of town. We got some more cracks down here. What's going to happen to the steel? Well, from time to time, it may pick up a little bit of rust. Well, you can clean the die, and maybe you'll leave some scratch marks on there if you used, say, a wire brush. 1921, sure, they had wire brushes. But what if you miss a little? Then you're going to get this sort of thing. Or what if the rust leaves pits in the dies? And that is what you're looking for, is little bits of raised metal. Just little, no real organization or pattern to them, because that's the way rust works. Those are kind of neat. I think that's my only rusted die. We got more cracks in the obverse. Let's have a look around. I think we got, yeah, there we go. And I'm moving this thing around. I'm tilting that around so we can get change the light angle on there. And it really makes those cracks just jump out at you, doesn't it? Goes through her neck, poor girl. I don't see any evidence of clash marks. If you follow this profile, that's the place you're going to find clashes. Yeah, they're out there. Well, when you get to the point you can identify VAMs, right, and pick out what you have compared to what Van Allen Mollis has, and there's a whole website just for that. Oh, let's see. There's a whole website for that. I'm going to take you to the screen. We're going to go over to my blog, and that's 1 Million Pennies Project. And over here on the side, you got key information websites, and you're going to find Van Allen Mollis The VAM site should be here somewhere. There it is, VAM World. Now I could give you this link, but I'd rather give you the link to the blog so you have them all. And let me get you that. There you go. So, geez, if you got a Morgan dollar, you got some things going on there, go check out VAM World and see if you can pinpoint exactly which one you have. Here it is. There's all sorts of things. Here's some Morgan VAMs by date. Let's see if we can find a 1921. How many VAMs are there? Oh my God. We got 17 berry varieties, 16 berry varieties. You got either reverse hub. What? You mean I got to pick out which hub I have for the reverse based on the number of berries first? Are you kidding me? Must there be proof? Okay, that's not a common thing. Here's the official list. 17. Okay, we got to count berries. Where's the? There it is. We got to count the berries. Oh, you're kidding me. There's one. There's two. Okay, go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got a 16 berry reverse. I didn't even know that. All right, look at the tail. Decide what's going on there. Okay, home. Nope. Screen. All right, I got 16 berries. Here's a polished reverse, vertical lines on the face, pitted wreath bow. Pitted, nope, I don't have a wreath bow. Pitted die gouges on the reverse, pitted reverse. OL. What's OL mean? Anybody know? Discovered by Bill Van Note in January 2005. Very fine raised dots from rusted dye around the right side of O. Oh, and the first L. Oh, that's what OL means. Okay, that's not what I have for pitting. And that's a little bit of a rusted dye. Mine are over in the feathers. There she is. Okay, that's not it. And that's how it works. You go through every single one of them. Pitted middle reverse. Die file lines, scribbling die scratches, heavy die file lines, die break, die gouge, scribbling die scratches, die gouge, scribbles, displaced field break, die gouge is above the T, scribbling, die breaks, third left star, no, these are not described, they might be normal, upper feathers, unreported or skipped. Oh God. Oh Jesus, look at this. How many are there? That's number 115, and some of these have A and B. All right, we'll just go look at this one. No, that's not what I got. But it's pretty much compare what you have to what they have. But I got the 16 berries. Yep. And talon on the branch. Have we got the talon? That'd be it. Let's look at my piece. Scope. Oh, look, I do indeed have a talon on the branch. Well, good, we got that part figured out. But I'd have to go through 115 pictures and compare to identify which one in particular this is. Dude, we're cruising a group right now. Let's go back to the screen and get back over to Facebook what we were doing. So, Chase Silverstacker Rogers, yeah, he's got a good one. MS65, it's a peach. Well done. Well, let's look at the back while we're at it. Yeah, that thing glows in the dark. It's so nice. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Have some coffee. Some of the feathers are inverted. I don't really study the Morgans quite so much as I do 2 cents and half cents and wheats and buffaloes. Onomatopoeia, lactose. What? I forget what that is. There used to be a thing back in the 80s to say onomatopoeia. And then we had that Coinapalooza come along. And there's just too many words nowadays. Okay, let's keep on scrolling this group and see what we got. Lori's got a bill. 666696666. Close, no cigar. Oh, it's for sale and people are bidding it up. Well, I don't know if it's for sale. It doesn't say it's for sale. Are you selling it? Nah, I think I'll hold on to it. Okay, so then they bid. Okay, what do we got? 10 $1 bills plus shipping through PayPal. To 1929. I can't. There's a D right there. Good and sound. Plenty of feathers. Most of the ring on the shield. Yeah, this is VF plus. I think the legs are a little flat for XF, but it might push the limits on XF. You pay $10 for it. That's probably not a bad price. See anything special? I like to see the little dots and dashes nice and clear and separate all the way around the rim. Yeah, that ain't too bad for a $10 bill. Okay. They show off coins, they talk about coins, they ask questions. Underspot deal alert. $112 for 10 rolls. Wow. Some will look pretty good. You know, you can get coins. You can get silver coins, dimes, quarters, sometimes half dollars, mostly dimes and quarters. You can get those in volume, multiple rolls. And a lot of times you can get them better than spot price. Let's have a look. And here's your chance to go through coins that may not have been gone through before. A lot of people are saving these quarters and dimes because of their silver content. It's a form of bullion sales. The grade isn't good enough that it's going to draw a premium. I mean, geez, they got billions of these 1964 quarters, right? You get billions of 1961 dimes. But you also have some die varieties that may not have been expected. This whole die variety thing is, well, it's kind of, 30, 40, 50 years old, but it really hasn't been hitting the mainstream until these last 10 years. It's really taking off. And there are still plenty of die varieties to discover. Not just find, but new ones to discover. Okay, what you get here? 30 cents each. All right, went through his dump bin up at the local shop. 1909, 09, 09. Those are good for a couple of bucks a piece. 09 VDB. That's probably good for $3 to $5 if it's a junker. 11S. All right. 12D. Couple of them. 15D. A couple later mint marks. 21s are great for woodies. Keep an eye out. There's a 22D. 23S. 24S is twice. And you got 30 cents a piece? Yeah. Throwing a few good dates in every once in a while. He went through over 1,000. You can cherry pick your local dealers. Okay, 32 West key date, sold it for $69. All right, off center. 2004 off center struck and weak strike on date. Let's have a look. He says off center and a weak strike. Well, I'm going to give it die deterioration. You're going to see that a lot on dimes in particular. But off center, I've got just a kiss of a rim here. Let's look at the back. Show me the back. Show me the back. This back is not off center. All right, that's a nice even rim. Well, mostly from one side to the other. It's nowhere near as far off as this side. What you have here is a misaligned die, where the obverse die is shifted hard to the right. But the reverse, that's well within tolerance range. So not off center, no premium. I would like to know where to find more information about this coin. It's a nickel. If anyone knows something, please inform me. I'm still kind of new to all of this. I haven't found anything in the red book. I could use all the info I can get about this. Thanks. What she got? She got a hardcore clash. Pretty heavy clash. There's Jefferson's bow. This back of his hair. There's his head. Looks like it peters out over here. Pretty good shape. You got some steppage. 1982D. Have I still got that up here? They do not list 82D. I'll just give her this. Yeah, the red book doesn't get into stuff. Oh, look, he's already got it. That's an 83. Yeah, that's a Clash. There's Joe. He's got a 65 1881S. What are you selling it? In the world of Morgan dollars, what's more beautiful than a Gem BU 1881S? He used the term Gem BU, right? Remember this. Gem BU, you should expect MS 65, right? Choice BU, 63. Very choice BU is 64. Just plain BU could be anywhere from 60 to 62. And when you get to 66, it becomes superb. Now that one went out the door for I don't know how much, 120 anyway. A fellow numismatist found in 1904 O VAM 28A and PCGS MS 65. Wait a minute, we saw this. Here's his East Coast connection. A flawless transaction. Well, congratulations. Okay, 1913 Type 1, so you have a mound. Yep. Otherwise, you have an Exerg. 70 bucks. You got full horn, full date, all the braids, the letters are complete. Yep. That's a peach. Okay, full steps AU. Well, it's a 2006. It's probably going to have full steps. Starting bid at $5. See, I'm looking in here. This is where I'm looking. I'm looking in here. I don't care about the steps on a 2006. But there are some double dives to check out. Look in and around here for extra metal inside the doorway. Look for it to be going through the pillars. Look for it under here. All right, check the tops of the windows, the bottom of the door. Don't worry about the steps on a 2006. You get a lot of marks on there. I wouldn't call it anything special. Buy it now, Canadian large cents, 15 large cents, $49. 15, so $3 a piece. First one he's got a hole. Coins with a hole, just pass them by, babies. When you get to sell a bent or hold coin, this one's bent. These are cull. You're not going to get, a buck for them. 1893, 1896, decent shape. You get a lot of doo-doo in there, a lot of green verdigris building up. This one's kind of pitted and corroded. And in 1899, I can't see nothing. They can take a perfect selfie in the bathroom, so darn sharp. You can see the doo-doo still in the toilet, but you can't take a picture of a coin. Oh, okay, well it is. You're getting in, focusing on something really tight. It can be difficult, but cameras are really picking up. I don't see anything here that makes me leap and jump. And once you get to the men, the values really, they hold up when you have fantastic condition, and you get a lot of verdigris on here. I don't see $45 worth of coins here yet. 1909, pretty well circulated. This one's in better shape. Look, you got full lines. You probably got most of the dots up here. This is better shape. You got some, what do you call that? Luster. That's probably AU. Yeah. Still, you got some greenage. Looks like a sticker. It was probably stuck to something. Yeah. 1917, Sharpie. There's a little Woody on this one. 1913. There's some doo-doo on that. Doo-doo doesn't help. Get picky. Start getting picky with your stuff. Avoid the doo-doo. There's a 1916. Yeah, I mean, these are probably good for $1 or $2. Don't know what the date is. That's a hell of a one. Check out this one. Frank, look at it, Frank. Okay, it pixelates when I try to zoom in. What you got here is really fine-grained Woody. These are good-looking coins, in my opinion. Woodies, you either love them or hate them, and nobody hates Woodies and has a sound mind. Come on, let's face it. This is an alloy mix, right? This is where they have the problem with the different metals aren't really mixing well, and this is what happens. And it's always linear in shape or in direction because they roll the planchets. No, they roll the sheet out of a big block of copper and then punch them out. But it's that stretching from the rolling process that gives it that linear shape. There's a couple of worth there. I like that 1919, but I don't think 49 is going to work. Found this today. We'll keep it up. There's more out there. Go get them. 55D, fairly common date. Not too bad shape. What you got here is somebody who's starting out. I don't see anything special about it as yet. But when they take pride in finding a 1955, they are just getting started. Give them some encouragement. Well done. There, that's encouragement. Yeah, maybe they'll get deeper into it. Found this quarter with an earring. An earring. Zoom in. There. Now that's an earring. That's a little die chip on the ear. These have turtles up here in the trees. Look up here in the trees. These are known for having little die chips up here. Anyone you're interested in a 70 PND with a 68 reverse. That's a 70D. That's a 70D. Looks like he's got 4 of them because that is the correct reverse for the 68, for the proof reverse. He's got 4 of them. I see what he's doing. There they are. Flip it over, and you're looking for the lines. You're looking for these deep grooves. And this is the equivalent of the wham, but on dimes. I don't think this one is, but this is for sure. This might just be wore out, this 4th one. You get the cam and the wham on the cent. Right? They use the wrong design. They use the proof reverse design on the circulation strikes in 98, 99, and 2000. Same idea here. This is the proof reverse design used, and you'll find them on 69s and 70s. That's what you want to look for, is those deep grooves. Otherwise, it's a flat dime. And these, yeah, they bring a couple of bucks. You can get $5 for those. You might get 15, 20 bucks here. Well, if you can hunt them down and pick them up for $1 or $2, that's the thing. In great shape, 1982, small date, copper zinc. One, post your picture straight up. Really. You take a perfect selfie, do it over. This is a small date. It's a Denver. And it is difficult to tell by looking if it is copper or zinc. But a small date, Denver, and haha, here, look at this. Okay, I got 2 things I'm looking at. One are this pattern of striations here, here, and this little bit right there. All right. The zinc, they roll out the zinc, and a lot of times you get these coins, they have these grooves, these lines, just kind of a subtle texture on the back, and it tells me it's zinc. Sometimes you get plating blisters, right? And also you get these cracks because the zinc was harder than the copper, right? So the zinc coins tend to have a whole lot more die cracks in it. I don't see anything here that points to copper. I suspect this is a 1982 small date zinc, of which they made billions of the darn things. 1982 small date D copper, 2. 2 have been discovered in 37 years. Except on Facebook groups where several dozen are found each month. What you got? A Breen 5660, 89 O, micro O, VAM 5, top 100. That's a micro O. So the 32D, well, the 32S went earlier. 41. Proof 66. Proof 66. Yep. PQ, in my humble opinion. She's kind of frosty. Good looking rim. $10 for shipping and handling and insurance and tracking, because he wants $550 for it. Okay, that'd be about right for, yeah. Well, he's not screwing you too hard on that, because you can drop $550 in the coin, spend the extra few dollars, and make sure it gets to you. That's a peach. 1941. I got a proof somewhere here. Where the hell did that go? Get over here. Let me see. Here it is. You know, you can get proofs all day long, but when you get a little back in time, before 1950, the mintages really drop off quick. Oh, let's see. Here's a 1942 Proof 66 Mercury dime. That is a stunner in my humble opinion. That's a peach. And we got the light coming in from the window here. Yeah, I went to check the thermometer. Whoa, it's 72 out there. Yeah. The mintage on 1941 was 22,000 or something like that on the proofs. They're a little tougher to get a hold of, and they can be frosty. They won't get cameo unless they're really deep, you know, good, rich, thick, frosty cameo across all surface of all the devices. But you can get some good lookers, I can tell you that. Let's see if we can get that to focus. There you go. Have a look at that. Oh, and this one's just a little bit off kilter on the back. About a 5-degree rotated die. Oh, it's a reflection. Yeah. Hoping to give that away in the big show. Otherwise, we're just going to have a Friday Night Madness and move it that way. Somebody wants that, I'm sure. Okay, let's go pick on stuff some more. Here's the screen. Here's that thing. I'm going to pull up chat. Oh, who's here? Is Linda, Bill, Victoria's here. Good to see you. I say 100. The bubbles pop and the zinc is born. Yeah, gosh, those zincs are awful things. Doo-doo in the toilet. Yeah, you see them. They hold the camera up to take a shot of themselves, and behind them, you know, there's the doo-doo. It's like, dude, flush it down when it's brown, huh? What'd Chase get this time? He's got a Buffalo 30S for $40. Looks pretty sharp. See the separation on the letters? I don't see much for dings and digs and screw ups. That's pretty sharp. Rim's good. Okay, a couple of marks in the face. This looks more like a lamination here in the nose. And so does this here. And nickel is an alloy. Let's zoom in. Don't be afraid to download the image and play with it. This appears to be a lamination. So that makes this bit more believable as a lamination. Well, it's not too screwed up. Nope, don't want that. Let's look at the back of it. Okay, I can't tell what these lines are. One there, this one here. They're kind of parallel. So did something get dragged across it? Or is this something else? I got some flatness on the ear. I can see the tail. Well, we're getting in some blur here. It looks like a little bit of light wear up here. I give it XF to AU. So you're on your own to check the price and see if that's fair to you. Here's a sovereign nation Hopi tribe Tuvalu. Talabi. I don't know what this says. What is that on your head? What what is that on his head? Oh man. Step away from the cactus juice. What you got here? 53 Washington quarter proof, 67. Now 53, the mintage was up a little higher. And I got a checklist over here. You can type exclamation point checklist, and it'll take you to what I'm going to show you. Coin inventory and checklist. There you go. And look at the bottom. You got tabs in the bottom. I'm going to go over to quarter. Washington quarter, 1953 proof. You got 80,000 out of 128,000 produced, or the estimated survival population for that. Yeah, they get a little tougher to get. $3.95, 65 bucks for a 67. That's a frosty one. That price is probably the ballpark. Yeah. All right. Well, geez, if you want a full set of Washington quarters, you got to have them all. There's a 15 D. Got 3 feathers. $2 bills. I don't know a thing about currency. He's got some proof quarters, 6 bucks. 2, 4, 6 bucks. That's right about right. I like them without, with no toning, with no milkiness, no spots. Here's this guy's coin. Looks to be a 1917. In pretty good shape. Real good shape. It's a D. All right, let's scope it out. We got sharp bristles, straight letters with corners. We got an AW over here on the side. Always look for your AW. Sometimes you don't find it. That's a good looking coin. I'm not too big in the toning. Some people like it. Silver gets this dark gray, almost black toning quite often. That's in great shape. Dude, you almost got her full fingers. This has been, one guy spent it and the other guy put it in his pocket and kept it. That's a good looking piece. There's one to be proud of. I'd be happy to have that. I'd just give it away or sell it though. Who's that? Justin Cormier's got him a nice coin. Let's give that a thumbs up. Petty Black. Petty Black. I don't know anything about stamps. I know nothing about stamps. What you got here? 46S MS66 red. These are probably good for about, 22 to 25 bucks a piece. Now, you want to put together a nice set of Lincolns? Got a bunch of these. What's neat is, I got to check the mail. You can find die varieties on these. Because if they don't spend the extra 17 bucks to list a die variety, it don't get listed. Well, is it worth listing? Maybe. What's he got here? Some Proof 69 deep cams. Yeah. 85s. These are good for a few bucks a piece. What's with all the different colors? Alrighty. Here's some more pictures of the coins that are auctioned. Okay, great. Good luck. 54D, $25. Pretty good shape. Let's look at his face. No teeth. It's a Ken half. This doesn't look anything. I don't see anything serious here. Rim is sound. A few contact marks and bag marks. That's a good looker. Not full bell lines. Yeah. What you got here? 1960D BU red. It is a large date. Denver. Very nice RPM. How much? $8. And you can see the split on the serif or serif up here at the top. I'm not sure what to make out here. Is this a bulge? Well, if it's a tilted or slightly rotated repunch, that would be a little blob of extra. This looks like a dark line. I don't know, about $8. Still trying. Proof pennies, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. What's going on here? Okay, a little splotchy. The 70s are notorious for having splotchy and irregular toning on their proof cents. What's going on this one? Okay, it's just that way this little spot makes it look funny. I want to see this more up close. 72, 73, splotches. 74, well, it's half good. Big sneezy mark. Yeah, these are, $1 to $3 a piece. What's he asking? $5? Yeah. Oh, I guess somebody said okay. Oh, 45 Buffalo 31S. I have to look. I have to. I'm going to look at that real hard. Right there on the left side of that mint mark. On the upper curve at about 8 o'clock, he's got a discoloration which really gets my attention. How's it look otherwise? Full horn, losing some hair. Pretty good shape. That's every bit of XF. What'd you get? $30? $40? $45? Yep. Okay, we got a barber, a barber, a barber, a barber. A few pieces. $40, take it all. D over D. Maybe. I'd have to look that up. See if it's listed. Some quarters. 50. What you got here? Him and her. 50th anniversary. Yeah, there you go. Give that to your grandparents. That's just like when we were kids. What, the Ike? Or the Morgan? Let's catch up on the chat here real quick. Well, Bill Bitts showed up. Impaired. Well, they're not really damaged. It's a toning is going on. I like them black and white, right? Just clean, crisp, no spots. But the 70s are notorious for spots on proof sets. Victoria's doing a little better today. Going to be a long recovery, one day at a time. We'll get well soon. Yeah, Mantic's been sick lately. I'm getting sneezy. It's that time of the year. Got my package. Thank you. Sorry for the delay, Sovereign Archer. Glad you got it, though. Okay. We're just cruising a Facebook group. It's called Jimmy's Coin Shop. And Frank wants my attention. What do you want, Frank? Let's see what he says. It's a double die. What's the cat? I don't know who the girls are, but the one looks upset. The other one just is comforting her. And then you got this mouthy cat. Is this like from a movie or something? And what's he eating? What are you doing serving a cat asparagus? All right. 1893 Columbian half. MS66 by NTC. Who the hell is NTC? Numis Trust Corporation. Sorry. No reputation to back that up. This is what you call a A backyard slab. Give me a certification number to go with this barcode. I get a 36935. Not good enough. There's not enough information here to verify this coin in that company. I want a website. No, this is a backyard slab. Not a bad looking coin. Got some, good color to it. Would you give that 66? Well, you got almost all the sale lines. It's in the range, but the problem with these backyard slabs, are they sealed? Can you take the coin out and put a different coin in? So it says MS66, and you're looking at, whatever, 62, 61, XF. You're marketing NTC 66, and they don't have the backing. They don't guarantee their stuff. They're not top. You got like 4 grading companies you can trust. Here's a sesqui from PCI. PCI is the photographic certification, something or other. Is it PCI? Bill Five has had a certification company, and I think it was PCI. They had problems. They were getting the errors and varieties nailed, but some of the grades were a little questionable. 1926 sesquicentennial gold, 5, 2.5. So it's about the size of a dime. Here's Independence Hall. You thought it was new on the $50? Sorry, baby. Go back 50 years. There it is. MS62, mintage of 46,000. There's an oldie. $349. $349. Jesus. Let's pull this up. Gold commemorative coins. More on Numis. That's 1826 sesquicentennial, $50 in 62. What are they saying? 444, and that's down 3%. All right, but being it's PCI, you might want to look at the MS60 or 61 price as well. What do you want for that? 349. Ooh, wow. I'm gonna have to like that one. Cross-posted. Wow. Now here's one that's hard to get a hold of. Me want. This is kitty coin. That price range, that's kitty coin. All right, we'll work on that. 4 proof quarters. Man, that was. I need $349 and $10. I'll get the shipping. I need it right now. I have no idea what this is. There it is. What you got here? Merck 1919D. Big spot on her face. Good separation behind the ear. Feathers go all the way out. And we got bands separated. So that's XF. Infantry armor. All right, what you got here? Eagle has it. There's a squirrel with some caramel pecan. What the hell is this? It's like a candle or something. All right, we're getting up here. What? No, no, no. Okay, first off, the Indian head design didn't come into being until late in the 1850s. This is total bullshit. $1. Deal or no deal. $4 shipping. I don't think it's worth the shipping. No. Is this considered a clash? No. What is it? Okay. I'm going to say, weigh this baby. Somebody's worry stone. No, we got two big options. One is grease filled, and this doesn't quite resemble grease filled. Look, you got Lincoln's head on the other side, and this is his vest. This is probably underweight. This is probably a thin planchet. What's it weigh? No, we got comments here. Strike through. No, probably grease. Maybe, but this is more consistent with a thin planchet. It's a keeper. There we go. Okay, let's go to error ref and look down without error ref. Okay, tapered planchets. All right, and we should see a similar sort of design. See his head. And this also has some clips on it, but where his bust and head are, a lot of times you're missing detail in the back. Well, let's wait till he gets back with the weight on that. What you got here for an 1834 halftime? I don't like the look of her head, I can tell you that right now. You get these coins and sometimes you get a bad feeling on them right now. We got some pits, it looks like. You know what I'm thinking, don't you? Let's look at a real one. Let's look at a known specimen. When do you go to USA Coin, pull up, cap bust half times 1834. And let's see if we can put these side by side. Then I'm going to pull this down, then minimize it, then pull up his example, which we have there. Okay, so we got them side by side. I don't like that one bit. No. On a struck coin, the way the detail shows up, it's totally different from a cast copy. Right? These are kind of rounded, kind of smoothed over, a little short on the detail. Right? On a casting, you're going to have little bubbles all over the place. Up in the hat section here. Let's see if I can do it on this side. Up in the hat section. Now move it. That's as narrow as I can make. What the hell? Oh, I don't like this. Something's strange with this. Okay, that doesn't want to move. Up in the hat, we're missing a lot of detail. A lot of folds are totally missing. Okay, in the hair, we've got the general shape of the hair, but look at the face. I don't have a whole lot of flatness, but on the hair, I'm missing strands. I'm missing lots and lots of detail. Let's look at the date. Distance, height, thickness, distance apart, distance from the rim. And here's these, right? This appears to be a casting. Here's the back in this kind of shape. I'd expect a whole lot more feathers than this. Nope, don't want that. I want this, and let's look at the back. There it is. I'm going to expect a whole lot more feathers than this for the grade that this coin is being shown. Where's the wear? Where's the flattening of the detail? Because these are rounded. Okay, these aren't flat. Watch, follow the light, follow the reflection. These are rounded. They're not flat. Wear is going to flatten them. Wear is going to flatten it, and the detail disappears from the flattening. This is detail. Where the hell is the fletching? These are feathers. Right? I should see plenty of detail in here. This coin strikes me as being a cast copy. There's detail that is missing, and no, this is no good. I don't like it one bit. That strikes me as a cast. What say you? No cracks, no clashing. Look at the date on how old it is. You're not gonna get a gem. I don't like that at all. This appears to me consistent with a cast copy. Linda says, "Yep, looks fake." Coin Dragon says, "Yep, looks fake." AH, goddamn right that is. Stripes in the shield. No, no, no. This is no good. $99. Who's a mod here? Jimmy? What's Jimmy's name? Jim. Okay. James Patel. How do we get a hold of him? How do I send a message? There it is. You see some wrong coins, just mention them. You don't have to bring it out to the guy in public. You don't have to show him off in public. Well, we went through all this. Let's keep going down. Because there you're calling him out. You're shaming him. Maybe he thinks it's legit. Oh, wow, that's like an hour ago. A lot of people think their coins are legit. They don't know. They're not into the fine details that make it possible to diagnose these coins more accurately. Maybe they don't have any training or learning or study on counterfeit detection and identification. So you can't come out and say, "Hey man, this thing's fake AF." Richard Hokanson. Now let me just copy this. How do we copy this? Copy. There it is. Done. Now it's his problem. Nah, no good. Okay, chances are he thinks it's legit. It may actually be done on a real silver half dime. You know, you can get them for cheap sometimes. They're screwed up and repress them or melted down. Copper 82 is a rare. No, that's a large date. How many times a day do you see, is this 1982 worth a fortune? Until we go through all 10 billion, we're going to keep on getting it. Okay, there's CFA. Let's go back to my page. I call it KTube. All right. 1982. There, 1982 large and small dates. I'm going to copy that link. Go back over here. She says, is it rare? Not rare. And give her a link. If she wants to, she can follow that up. But you can post in response to 1982's 20 times a week in each group. What you got here? Key date 96, Lock and Liberty, bin 65 is included. Shipping is included. Boy, it looks sharp. Okay, go around the edge. Take a look around the edge. We got a ding right here. Little tiny one. And maybe a little ding here, but nothing to speak of. Look at the fields. Maybe a little blemish there. It looks like it's outside of the plastic, but the detail is here. Sharp. I go on these. I start at the top and go straight down the center, and you're going to hit every high point. You got her hair, her tits. Her chest, her fingers and hands, and the leg. Those are the highest points on this coin. All right. This looks right. Yeah, one little contact mark. Is it worth 65 bucks? That's up to you, babies. Oh, here's me. I'm cruising. What you got? Heard it hit my hand. You lucky dog. He's got a 1964. Give him encouragement. Vin's good. He's got a 2019 West Point Lowell and amp. $4 a ship. Start where you like. What are they going for now? 25 bucks. Good Lord. Okay. What do you think? Heat? Heat will do this. Somebody hit that with a blowtorch. I don't buy toned coins because it's too easy to dress them up with heat or chemicals. You can go down now. There you go. All right. Deal or no deal. Batch of various partial mint sets. 72D, 70S, 77D, 78D, 76D. $7 shipping. Not getting any bids. Deal or no deal. Make an offer. Broadstruck. Agreed. It's tight over here. Did the I'd also want to check for a tilted collar because I'm tight on one side but broad on the other. Bills. Look, it's 4 o'clock, guys. I gotta get some dinner ready. I've got some coins I'm getting ready for Friday. It's time for my nap. I gotta check the mail. I gotta boil some pasta. What's this? A roll of 64s, uncirculated, $7, packed and tracked. Make an offer. All right, what do you got? I don't see a whole lot of spots, but it's hard to get, the detail that I want to see on these things. But it's little bits of light, here and there, little bits of dark. $7 shipped. That's the going rate on those things. There we go. I got the chat again. I can get back to the live control room, restore the chat. Come back to here and go home. There's home. What's everybody talking about? 1996 is worth it. Low mintage. Heat for copper. Liver of sulfur for silver. Liver of sulfur? Liver. What Where do they come up with these names? Okay, there it is. There's a PayPal link. Look, guys, yeah, we just cruise some groups. Sometimes we cruise eBay. Well, actually, sometimes we bash eBay. That's what we do sometimes. Just get an idea of what's out there, and maybe some people will stop in and visit and see and get upset because I said things about their coin. You never know. Yep, time for me to go do my thing. You folks, stay groovy.